Hi, people across the ocean. That is Germany speaking. That is actually quite crazy idea which I had. I spoke with so many friends from the US, and all of them told me, oh, the atmosphere is kind of full with fear. People are actually not at all how you know them, and it is right now not fun being over here. And I thought, oh my gosh, perhaps that is my chance of giving a little bit back, kind of cheering you up once from Germany to the US and not the opposite way. I'm just a little one-man show. I'm just a spontaneous idea on two legs, trying to give something back with my German accent. But I learned a little bit about psychology, so perhaps I can give you some stories which really might cheer you up. So I want to tell you from my day yesterday and today, because that really made a big difference to me. I actually got a letter from my landlord, which even want to raise the rent. And I'm being a freelancer myself, had a hard time with Corona myself. Like, we had months and months without income, and it still doesn't look like we're over the hill, and we don't know how long we're going to hang in there. Like, all of us freelancers are really struggling, and I kind of have the impression that I perhaps know what you're going to. So getting this letter from my landlord really made me feel like he's not getting the point at all. So I asked him if it would be able that I might rent a room to someone else, so that I have a little stable income for his idea of raising up the rent. And he said no. And that really crushed me. That really did crush me, because I wanted to be able to pay the higher rent. So, being a psychologist, right or wrong, I had my cry day. I was hanging around and eating chocolate and being like a normal woman, having a depressed day. And then the dog came over and said, let's go for a walk. And that was the best idea ever. We went, and I found that. I found my beloved riverside being totally dried out. And that was so much how I felt. That was so much how I felt. Totally dried out. I usually go kayaking on that river, on that stream, you would say, isn't it? And nothing left. So I actually went walking on that stream because it felt so right for my soul. I thought, yeah, that is how I feel. Totally dried out. Life is gone. And then being out here, I had this smell in the air of fish, dead fish, roasted fish by the sun, and it broke my heart. It broke my heart. I thought, how is it being in the last paddle, being kind of chained in the last bit of water, and the sun, I hear something, so the sun is burning your water away, and you're just trapped. And I went further on the stream, or on the stones on the ground of the usual stream, and I found these paddles. Actually, I found paddles, and I stand still and looked inside of it, and it was billions and billions of little fish in there. And I thought, oh my Lord, what can I do? They're all going to be roasted by tomorrow. The day will be hot again, and I can't do anything. And then all the misery of my day was gone. I just went around and got all kind of strangers. I spoke with people on the bike, and I spoke with people which were picnicking, and I said, would you be willing to become the mom and dad of little fishes? Would you be willing to spend just 10 minutes to save some fish which attract in a paddle? All of them looked really weird, and but they came. They actually did came. They actually did spend that time. And on the end, we were with our bare hands digging in the stones, trying to get water again, like just dig a little hole after a hole so that the water might get by and go in the paddle and actually be a place where the fishes can get out of. Like we made little water streets, and we couldn't stop on the end. We laid there and there and there, and we were really enthusiastic, and the water actually went further. And today I'm here, and I would love to share that to you, because first of all, I met the same people again which helped me yesterday. They are here again because they had the same feeling as I had. We feel like we have eine Verantwortung. We took it over. We really want to save these little fishes. We took the burden and want to be fish mom and dads, and we go for a work, and on the end we're here. And then, I don't know if you see that, the bridge over there, it's perhaps 300 meters away where we were digging actually and trying to fill the little paddles. But today, the water even came here. The water found their way 300 meters away from where we were actually digging. The water were our best friends and kind of found out what we really wanted to reach, that the little fishes get saved. And by tomorrow there's even rain in the air. So why am I saying that? First of all, my miserable day got so much brighter because I saved little fishes. I went home feeling like a hero because I just made something which looked like it makes sense. And I kind of had the feeling I hear the fish cheering me up. And for us in the Corona time, we are feeling sometimes like these little fish. We are sometimes feeling dried out. And if you kind of still feel like a person which is able to dig, even so, just with the bare hands, not special, not miracle-like, just with the bare hands, just a little help, dig. Because it is so wonderful, the feeling of actually really helping. So if you know someone who is a freelancer by himself, like someone who sells flowers or whatever, like all of these companies had such a hard time, and he has come up with his own rent, and he has to come up to pay for all his employees. Go there and ask him if he feels sometimes like a fish in the water in a paddle and the sun is burning. I know we're raised to say no, not at all. Everything is so perfect. Especially all the Americans I know, they're raised as heroes. They would never say, yes, I feel like the sun is roasting me. But perhaps you find someone you can be honest to, and perhaps that person can get 10 or 15 minutes of his time, or has any idea of making kind of an abo. I don't know the English word. Buying each week some flowers at your place, just to be sure there's some money coming. It is just an act of hope. It is not the rain. We can't do the rain, but we can do hope. And that is what is just missing. So, the next time I try to find a new story for you, to send some hope across the ocean, to hug you from across the ocean and say, hey, we don't forget you and we're in that together. And I would so much love to hear from you. What cheered you up? What made your day? What actually made you laugh even if you could cry? What made you survive Corona? Thanks for listening to that. And thanks for giving me the chance of sending a little hello across the ocean.